Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be doing another horror haul slash physical media haul. So I'm going to be showing off this stuff kind of in a little bit of an order. I've got one big thing, then I've got my Vinegar Syndrome, my Scream Factory, all that stuff together, some Steelbooks together, and then finally some just regular distributor stuff that I got picked up, you know, normal people movies, not anything weird. But first, we're going to be showing off one of the big things that I got, and I want to show that off. I did do a video, specifically on this title, and so if I do a video, I typically like to link them up below, so as I'm talking about it, if you're like, hey, I'm curious to see kind of what the full review on that is, you can click up below, or you can check my playlist at the end of the video. So let's get right into the first thing that I got, and that is this Universal Monsters Collector's Edition, or Limited Edition set. This has all of the Universal Monster films that have come out so far in 4K. Again, I did do a full unboxing and review of this limited edition set, so definitely go and check that out if you're interested in that. Let's get into the actual movies that are much smaller. So I got some Scream Factory stuff here that I want to go over. So I got Willy's Wonderland, the Steelbook for this. Unfortunately, it was broken. I do go over this in my video. I'm still waiting on a replacement copy from them, so hopefully I do get that. It is in the refund kind of request process, so hopefully that will go through soon and I can get a replacement for that because I'm tired of it just sitting over there on the floor. All right, the next thing I got is the Darkman Steelbook from Scream Factory. Again, I do have a full video review on Darkman. Love Darkman. It's awesome. Then I got a couple other things from Scream Factory. I got the Babadook. I actually found this secondhand, so I think this thing's pretty cool. It is a Blu-ray, but I thought this thing was pretty awesome. I did not own this movie, and when I saw it, I was like, you know what? I've got to add that to the collection. Let's go into the next two things that I got. Elvira's Haunted Hills. I want to say something, and I know this might be weird. I've never seen an Elvira movie. Now, I know some of you are like, what? Now, I think I may have caught one like on cable here and there, but I've never actually sat down and watched one of these. So it was one of those things that, if you purchase so much, you got a free title. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to add this because I've never seen any of these, and I'm very curious to see kind of what they're all about. I feel like a lesser horror fan. I don't know what it is, but it's just one of those things. I was never really interested in Elvira's stuff. She's always been in the zeitgeist of horror. I've just never watched it, so I'm rectifying that with this purchase here. Now, let me know down below which is the one that I should watch because this is the one that they had available that I could redeem. But, if there are any other good ones, definitely let me know. All right, the next thing I got from Scream Factory, Funeral Home on Blu-ray. So another title that I've actually never seen that is recently released on Blu-ray for the first time. So I'm definitely curious to jump into this title. As far as March goes, if you're watching this at the beginning of March, because it is March now, we will have the Ring collection review up at some point as soon as I get that title, hoping to get that soon. So let's get into my Vinegar Syndrome stuff now. So I do have my subscriber titles. I do have a whole video kind of going over all of these, but we got Spanish Bloodbath, which has a couple titles in it. We've got The Playgirls and the Vampire. So there's that one. Then I've got the big one for the month, which I did do a full extensive review on, and that is Phase 4. This is a sci-fi film from the 70s that I really enjoyed, so definitely check that video out. It's probably one of my better videos that I've done in a while, so very extensive. All right, the next thing I got is I finally got my first line of cinematograph, and that is Little Darlings. I actually got 2 copies of this. I still am unsure of what I'm going to do with this second copy, but I've got 2 copies, so I do want to do a giveaway or something at some point. I just don't know what yet. I'm filming my review today at some point for that video, so maybe I'll do something in there. So look forward to that. All right, I've got a couple Steelbooks I want to get into. So I picked up the Footloose Steelbook. Now, I've heard mixed things on this transfer. I thought it was fine. But that's me, my old eyes. I thought it was fine. The next thing is the Black Hawk Down re-release. Now, this is a different Steelbook than which originally came out, but I wanted to grab that because I did not own it. All right, the next thing is the Dragon Ball Super Gohan cover. Now, I just happened to come across this at a Walmart. I do have the Piccolo Amazon exclusive one, so I did want to add this one. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. All right, the next thing, again, are some distributor stuff, and then I got some weird horror there. So from the Amazon wish list, I got Kindergarten Cop. So there's that. Definitely, I loved watching this. It looks fantastic, so I was super excited. It's a fun movie, and I really enjoyed it, and it still holds the test of time. I watched it the other night, and I really enjoyed it. All right. Next thing from the wish list, I got The Creator. Now I'm super excited to dive into this. I'm kind of reworking this room right now, so I actually have no seat in my theater room, so working on getting a new one. So once I get that, I'm going to be diving into The Creator as soon as possible. All right, the next one I got is a Paramount title. This is The Firm. So a late Christmas present from my mom, but I really love this movie, so I'm excited to dive into that. All right, now we got some weird horror and then an Arrow box set that I found secondhand at a really good price, so super excited. All right, the next thing we got is Midnight. This is from Severin. This is also called, I think, Backyard Massacre. I think that's what it's also called. Yeah. So it's kind of, the Backwoods Massacre. So it was known in America as a different thing, but I'm super excited to dive into this. I may do a video on Patreon about this, so definitely check out the Patreon if you're curious for some extra videos. All right, next thing I got is Basket Case 2. So I love the original Basket Case, actually coming out in 4K from Arrow, I believe in April or May, I can't remember, but I'll link it up here so you can see. But anyway, I'm super excited. I love Basket Case 3. Actually, more of these than just 2. So they're very weird movies, but I love this one. I want to do something else with it. I'm just not sure if I want to do like a full-blown review or kind of what I want to do. But later, at some point, I'll get to it. And then the last thing I got is this Arrow box set. I got this secondhand. I actually got a really good deal on it. This was $40. This thing is out of, not out of print, but most of the time it sells for like 70, 80 bucks, so I was happy to get this. So what comes in here is we got Creature with the Atom Brain, The Werewolf, Zombies of Moratile, and The Giant Claw. So some Blu-rays here of these different movies. I guess I'll show them off. We'll show them off real quick. Why not? There's that one. So I am, like I said before, if you've been following my channel, at least the last couple months, that I am trying to get myself more of these Arrow things and kind of expand a little bit. I am a big Vinegar Syndrome guy. I've had a lot of Scream Factory titles, a lot of Blue Underground, stuff like that. I'm trying to expand into like some 101, some Severin, some Synapse. Basket Case 2 was Synapse. And so I'm trying to expand a little bit into these other, avenues. I did pick up a bunch of like sub-levels of Vinegar Syndrome that I'm happy to get into and dive into there. So I'm just happy that I'm kind of branching out a little bit, not trying to stay in one lane, especially when I'm doing reviews and stuff. I kind of want to broaden and give you guys more of a taste of my taste and my eclecticness, and then also just kind of see what else is out there from these boutiques, as I was kind of very one lane, one note for a long time collecting. It honestly just makes things a lot easier when you're collecting and you're trying to you're doing it for yourself. Now, when it comes to YouTube, it's very different, again, because I'm getting stuff that I love, but it also has opened me up to paying attention to a lot more. People recommend a lot more to me, and I'm just seeing what is out there, some stuff I get sent. So there's a lot of avenues now that I have available to me that I didn't before. So anyway, that's pretty much everything I picked up over like the last month and a half. This isn't all just February, but February, like mid-January, stuff like that. I know I did one at the end of January, but that was kind of before. I'm trying to get caught up with these so I can actually do them monthly and not like month and a half wise, but some months I just don't get as much. It really just depends on the month. Now, March is going to be a big month for physical media. As all of us will know, we've got the 3 James Cameron's film coming out. Now, I'm not necessarily going to get all of those. I am a bigger Alien than Aliens fan, so I'm going to kind of probably see how the transfers are for True Lies and Aliens before I pick them up. I am getting The Abyss because it's one of my favorite movies ever. I have my VHS copy over there, which, it's basically all I have, so I'm excited to kind of dive into the movie because I love The Abyss, and I want to see if it still holds up with what I remember. So I definitely will be getting that. We've got The Ring coming out. We've got a bunch of stuff coming out in March that I'm looking forward to. So hopefully all that turns up good. Hopefully we're going to be getting an announcement from Scream Factory about what they're doing. The rumors are, and we've seen the images, that it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Now, I don't know if that will be the March title or if that will be like an April-May title, but we do know what's happening. We've seen the screenshots of the slipcover version and the Steelbook. I definitely want that Steelbook. It looks pretty rad, and I super am excited for that film. It's the 35th anniversary of that film, and we also have a video game coming out this year. But I don't know how I feel about that. It's similar to like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Friday the 13th one. Not a big multiplayer guy, but I'll definitely check it out when it comes out. That's all I've got. If you like this and you want to see more, definitely go click the link down below to my Patreon. I do extra reviews every month at the $5 tier. We also have a Discord and some polls and stuff like that for reviews. So definitely check that out if you like this and you kind of want to see more 4K reviews. Now, I do just extra supplemental content a lot of like Vinegar Syndrome deep dives on the channel. And then I also just do extra ones that maybe are a little older that don't really fit into the algorithm of YouTube and it just won't do anything with them. So I try to do that stuff there just to kind of give context to maybe some older stuff that I picked up. So that's all I've got. Thanks for stopping by and watching my horror haul or pickup video, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to link some videos for you at the end as always. And I'll talk to you guys in my next review.